Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at the 1.8 update for Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last part, we warped to Omicron and did a little bit of exploring. And since the end of that video, I've gone out and explored a little bit more just to see what's on the planet. I've found a couple of interesting things. I think I found 2 abandoned outposts. But what I have done is intentionally kept away from areas that may be related to the mission. I think up here we got something that may need to do. But in this part, we're going to come down and explore the ancient tower. You can see on the right hand side there. But before we get started, I want a bit of an apology in the fact that my release schedule is getting a little bit erratic at the moment. And it's not a problem due down to recording. It's actually a problem down to actually doing the editing, rendering and uploading, because at the moment the weather's really nice here in the UK. In fact, it's getting a little bit too warm, and what's happening is that there's so much going on that getting the actual editing and all the other preparation work done is proving a little bit problematic. So apologies for the slightly erratic release schedule. Now, if you watched the last part, you'll be aware that I brought in a new SV, and it's actually up on the roof. I've got to remember how to find this because I'm still learning my way around this capital vessel. Here it is, the MCRN MX5 Tier 2. Now, what I've done since the end of the last part is I've done a bit of an upgrade. And if I come in here, well, you can see straight away the one difference is I've put a turret on the roof here. Eventually, I might change this slightly and put 2 turrets on, but at the moment I'm quite happy with 1 turret. And the other thing also is I've taken out the warp drive. I've put in the CPU extenders tier 3, and I've now put in a shield generator, and I think tucked in here is the extra generators needed to fuel it. So I've got an extra 2 generators tucked in on this side of the ship here. So this is the ship we're going to be using in this part, although I think the first thing we're going to need to do is come to here and open the fridge, and we're just going to pick up some, pick up some food as well. Take the dinos with us, and of course we'll take some medication with us because we're bound to get shot up and hurt. But what we can do is leave some of this other stuff behind. I think that should be more than enough to get us going. Now, ammunition wise, if we come into here, so we got plenty of 15mm, and we got 110, 130mm missiles. But one thing that is the result of doing this upgrade is I've used up a lot of my more rarer elements. So we're going to have to spend some time later on trying to get some of the rebuild those stocks of resources. And just to show you, the ship's a little bit lopsided as usual because of the weight distribution. It's the ancient tower, so we're going to go off that way. We've got a pretty good idea what's going to happen here. We're going to get to the ancient tower, and I think we're going to have to go inside it. It'll probably be defended by spiders. There's the actual ancient tower itself, yeah. Now, if any of you played Empyrion, this will look very familiar. We should look out for spiders, creatures around the basement of the monument. I'm not sure what the settings for my minigun turret is. Well, put you on predator. Actually, maybe I shouldn't do that, but might work. Turn the thrusters off. Just love the spiders in this game. Oops. He's run off in the grass. Where are you? Okie Fanoki. Got 1 more to kill. Of course, we're going to pick up the meat while we're at it. Do the reload. It says there should be another one in here somewhere. Oh, there you are. Hello. There we are. Let's find what hides inside the tower. Now, there's often bonus spiders around, so we've got to be a little bit careful. What we will do is offload that meat into the fridge so that you still hear them. Anyway, we're going to come in here, drop down the light on. It says, Commander, there seems to be an opening mechanism behind one of the walls. I suggest you activate it and then look and have a look at the inscription plates in the room. Maybe there is a hidden basement. It's a bit of an obvious clue, isn't it? My sensors indicate there is a mechanism behind the wall nearby. It seems to be linked to a device which ought to manage the station and function. Suggest destroy the wall. It should be weak enough that pressing against it will crush it. Activate the mechanism. I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah. Okay. Anything that we got? Oh, of course, we got to go down. The lever does not seem to have switched on the lights. My sensors picking up raised power levels a few meters further down. Right, we're going to... Oh, yeah, of course, this is... Right, we've opened glass doors. Oh, we got infected here. Again, we just offload the... Got him. Let's have a little bit of a look-see round. And of course we've got some lots of loot as we go. Now if I remember correctly, we've got to keep going down. Got a few bits and pieces and stuff that we can... Oops, just already done that one. Oh, it's just the other side of there. Some plants, which I don't really need anymore. Put that into... So we don't... Make sure we've cleared the entire floor. Yep. Here's spiders. Now, down here is a little bit of a maze. It's very easy to get disorientated in here. Right. That was a bit sneaky. I think we'll use up the... Just make sure and nobody else is around. Again, we just pull back a little bit. Put the stuff to the fridge. What am I doing? This is the cargo box. Fridge. Would have been a bit pointless, wouldn't it? This, right? This, ah. get that. Nope, take that. As I said, this is a little bit of a rabbit warren down here. What I should do is put this directly into the fridge and then just make life a bit easier. Got him. Quick reload. And we've got to go down again. Haha. Like that. Thorn, alien thorn. Got some pentaxid. I'll just shove it in the fridge. It's not taking up that much room. Now, got to go down again. I think we've got. Get rid of him. Now, what you do want to do is loot everything here, because if I remember correctly, this has a slightly explosive end to it. So you do want to do the exterior looting here first, or you go through that little red door there. I've only got a reasonable loot box. Got some light armor. I think that covers. I don't think there's anything else in there. What we need to do is just make sure you know the way out is this blue pillar here. Okay. Father, I suspect this chamber might have been part of a cryo facility which was destroyed ages ago. It might have awakened the station of investigations. We should try speaking to him. Don't think there's anything else here. Some new Xerex. It isn't a high value target prison. For some comfort, you don't look like a Xerex. May I ask? Stranger, no time for a long discussion. The containment system is failing. I think I just pressed the wrong button. Tell me, my people have a specialist Karam, chief officer of the Talon Xerex assembly. Out of here, quick. Oops. And what you got to do is jump here, jump out here. Command of the explosion might have weakened some of the plates in the walls of the entry room. Check them for cracks. Now I think that is, and what you need to do is follow the ladders. We've got to go back to the surface. I think it's up here where things get a little bit messy. Wasn't much of an explosion though, was it? Now I think this is where things get a little bit kind of awkward. Find your way round. It's this floor. It's trying to find your way back to where we came in. You kind of end up walking round and round in circles. What I'm going to do, guys, is just walk round until I find where we came in. I finally found it. The problem is finding this ladder here. And then once you get up here, the rest of it's quite straightforward. It's just trying to find that ladder to get back up through the hole in the roof of the floor. And then we can get back through the blast door, up through here. And then we back into here. Check the walls. I can't remember, I think it's the red one, isn't it? Just do a bit of a reload. Pretty sure it's the red one. You get close to it. I'm afraid that the falling containment system of the facility has led to infecting you with dermal parasites. I suggest you head back to the Talon village. Now, I've got a cure for dermal parasites, which is this one here. But this is like a bit of a tutorial. So what we'll do is we'll just keep the dermal parasites and head back to the village. We should be okay. Famous last words. So we're gonna... What's this? Who's... Is this somebody? It sounds like somebody's trying to attack my ship. Have I landed on top of you? Oh, he's probably underneath, but I'm not going to bother. Yeah, he was actually right underneath the ship. We don't need to. We've got to get back to the chief. I mean, it's not like it's far, and you can... I think this infection is deliberately paced a lot slower than it would normally be. Yeah, something to remember if you ever play Reforged Eden is that the diseases and infections you can catch are a lot more virulent than in the vanilla game. Before we talk, you should see the shaman to cure your injuries. Turn left, yes, thank you. So we got to go and see the shaman. It's around the back here. And I suppose he's going to teach us to use the cauldron over there. Friend, I heard from the chief that your injury looks serious. Let's not waste time. You need to craft antibiotic pills and apply them. Otherwise, this dermal parasite will soon evolve into something worse. Head for the trader. He will give you 1 confetti moss scraping and 1 herbal leaves. Is that the formula for antibiotic tablets? So we go to the trader. Hello, friend. You seem to be in bad shape. Have these ingredients and head back to the shaman. In case you need something else, all my trading goods. Yep, I know. We've already been speaking to you. We might come back again. So we've got to go back to the shaman again. Don't pick up anything else. We're upset the Talon, and we don't really want to do that. And we'll go back to the shaman. Now, 3 barrels to your right, next to the cauldron. Access the barrels. Well, oh, we got some bandages. We got to put the herbal leaves in, and that, and access the cauldron next to it. Okay, all right. On the right side of the list of the food, this is just telling you how to make medication. I mean, that's basically what it is. So this actually kills dermal parasites, endoparasites stage 1. Wow. And, as I previously mentioned, if you play Reforged Eden, oops, we need to go in here. We'll take those, and we'll put this stuff in the fridge. Yeah, the health system is totally different than the what you would normally get. Of course, we got to apply a bandage, and that just to heals us up. We got to go back and speak to the chief. While we're at it, we got a little bit more health, so we'll shove that in there. Looks like I took more health hits while I was actually running around here than when I actually flew back. Okay. Goddess be praised, you are alive. You were able to trace the expedition. Tell them about the infected warrior. Oh, that's good. It's actually worse than we expected, but thanks to you, at least we have a definitive answer about what happened. Tell me about the inscription plates. Interesting, they say. The legacy once ruled all the worlds of the galaxy. The worlds fell apart into silence, but the honourable Xerax, with their infinite life program, were able to end the threat once and for all. We might never return. Praise be your high command. Inscriptions were damaged. I do believe the damage was done on purpose. The glorious past, the assembly, the legacy. A tale of the past, a child frightening story about the big threat, emptying the inhabited worlds and ending the whole dynasty, destroying a millennium of peace and prosperity. Describes the prisoner. The name of Karan is still well known in the tales of our tribe. He is known as the first warrior fighting the oppression of the Xerax. But these tales are hundreds of years old. I doubt they're entirely true. Excuse me, friend, but there are disturbing revelations. A long-forgotten menace has just raised its dreadful head again. seems to be already here and infecting our people. This is, I'll have to speak to the Elders Council. In the meantime, please speak to the blacksmith. We might be able to help you with your equipment. There may be voices of the past to protect you, friend. Okay. We've got a seal of credibility. Now, the seal of credibility, I think we've already got one of these, is useful for... So if you make a mistake by, say, picking up something like this, what that seal of credibility does is it restores you back to neutral. So it's kind of get out of jail free. Please have this scrambler protocol installed in your suitcom module. This way we and our allies can reach out to you more easily. Check your PDA F1 frequently for new communications and missions. Chief Forces wants to hand over something my father found decades ago in a crashed ship. It's an ancient warrior bow, but it seems to be modified for nice extras. Think you will like it when you run into a Xerox patrol anytime. Have fun, and many voices of the past guide you. Awesome, thank you. We got a charged crossbow. Commander, our new Talon friends have just sent us the position of a large crashed vessel. They suspect that it is one of ours, but as some of our survivors came in from that direction, they say. I think that's the Heidelberg. There's one caveat though. We need to take into account what the Talon chief said. The survivors came this settlement a year ago. It might indicate that the console we found on the message is not broken, that we have lost 1 year whilst being dragged to Andromeda. So we actually got a poster to put on our ship. Yeah, I was looking at this guy. Titanium ore. We got 1,217 titanium ore. That's worth knowing because as far as I know, there is no titanium on this planet. And I did use up quite a lot. But then again, we can always get titanium by salvaging. Which is, I think somebody actually posted a comment about when I'm breaking down buildings, that why I don't actually just take all the blocks. And the reason I sometimes just salvage blocks into their base materials. I know there's losses, but it just beats mining iron and if you want titanium and saphium plates, it's just easier to do things. Anyway, we're just gonna get up into this. Well, the wreckage is in the right direction. I presume that's where we gotta go. And drop off some of the stuff we just got. So put that in there. Gotta remember the Pioneer. Raw food. Put that in there. We've got a bit of Pentax. We've got some space oranges. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in. What are we firing at? Who just... We have a minigun drone to sneak up on us. Oh, we'll certainly go and loot him. I mean, farming drones is quite a nice way to get power cells and other resources as well. I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to do a quick... I don't want you shooting predators. I don't want you wasting my ammunition on killing predators. Right, we're just going to duck in the Pioneer. Up the jolly old health a bit. Some time. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Right, we got 2 of those. Put the plants in here for the moment. A whole range of plants now, which use. I've got probably more plants than I know what to do with now. Got a poster. I think maybe we can put the poster up if I can find a flat wall. The little bit of pentaxid we can use. Right, let's just go and put our poster up. I think we got some flat walls up on our bridge. Oops, no. Oh, here's the charged crossbow. There it is there. This is the one here. It says ammo, laser, so maybe for the fun of it, what we might do is actually use that. I don't really have a lot in the way of flat walls here, but just put one there. There we are. Got a Talon poster. And we need some food. We'll just eat dino royale stew. It's good. Though strictly speaking, I shouldn't use that because that's got quite a good health capability to it. And we're now going to push off in the direction of the wreckage. Seeing out a scan as well. Like there's something just here that might be of interest. We're entering. Right, found a burial chamber. We're not going to mess with that just yet because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the burial chamber is part of the mission. Commander, I've just detected a large wreckage ahead. The size and composition indicate the UCH Pelican type transport. Oh, so it's not the Heidelberg anymore. It's a Pelican. See, detecting movement round. Where are you? I can see some doggos. Okay, let's just do this on foot. Right, there's a couple more. I think there's... credit card. Normally I think there's one that hides around here. Just like that. Speak to him. Hopefully we didn't need to speak to that guy. Find the prisoner. The prisoner's in this little box thing here. He's not the sharpest knife in the block, I'll tell you that much. Speak to him. The ancient be praised. We are coming to rescue me from the Xerax scum, I hope. You are saved now. Anything I can help you with? Okay. I'm pretty sure Xerax will send reinforcements soon, but as they know my face, and you might have guessed, I do not have any combat experience. I will be arrested in no time. May I ask you to bring the encrypted data chips agent to Agent Kessel? It holds the space anomalies report with info about the anomaly and how it affects certain materials. They're extremely valuable. How do you end up in prison? Interesting. I was sent to this planet to investigate recent activities of the gravitational anomaly that seems to have split our ships and crews into this system from time to time. Risky mission due to the Xerax presence, but the last reported event was exactly 1 year ago. I was sent to see what was going on. I've only made the mistake of set up my camp right next here to investigate the resource waves and materials that went through the anomaly already. Once I digress. Okay. Not much, I'm afraid. I got a report on the gravitational anomalies. I'm not going to read all that lot. Basically, he's just given us a little bit of a backstory. Thanks, report. Thanks a lot, my friend. You can find Kessel in the sanctuary. Just give him the space anomalies report. Tell him Dr. Mandel sent him. May help you return the favour. It shouldn't be a problem. Feel free to take my hover vessel. It's actually a bike. I parked nearby. The troops were removed some devices to sell them, but you're still over there in the containers. Simply put them back together again. So again, this is a little bit of a, you could call almost out of date now, tutorial. So I've got a feeling Elliot and I'm going to need to update this mission eventually. As you can see, we've got this stuff here which we can take. We might as well just shove it in the cargo box. What was that came up? What have we got to do now? Locate the bridge. We've got to go locate the bridge. But we're do a little bit of looting on the way through. Safe in plates. And why am I looting into... Now there should be some fuel just around this corner here. That's always worth picking up. Data controller 820. And if we work our way across the cargo, I mean, in an old mission, this place would actually have dead bodies in it. Or one of them used to have a dead body in it, if I remember correctly. So we're just getting a little bit more electronics back. Will that be useful? Keep that. A couple more here. So, there's a couple more loot boxes. I don't know if we can get some oxygen out. We've got 502. We've got 2 oxygen. Not that we need oxygen. I think the way to the is up this way. We need to get up to there. The suit to regenerate. Okay, let me just put the gun away. We need to go through here. And the console is down here. Talk to the console. Loading, ship status, not available. Command there. IDA, it's your turn. Story. Override accepted. Loading log files. Defragmenting log files. 2 files available. Show log files. I think this just gives us a lot of background here. Actually, we'll just show it to you. Just hit us hard. Kind of large projectile with very advanced rocket that got separated from the main force. These guys are cut off from the rest. We're trying to bring us down. That will be successful. The captain has sent the emergency rescue signal, making emergency landing. All engines there. Next log file. Float teams killed. Projectile banned. Yep. I'll just let you guys read this through. It's quite verbose. While we went through the ship, it says look time there. Weathering materials. Full gravitational anomaly. What do we do next? Find sanctuary and speak to Castle. Yep. Okay. And what we can do is just work our way back out here. Go out the front because there's some loot boxes just up here as well. Just take that. Don't we get the drone attack? I'm sure that in the previous story, I think this is one of the problems when you've been playing for a little while, that there's been so many different versions of this starter mission that you kind of tend to forget a little bit about what you actually did and what you didn't do. Now, one nice thing about this ship is it's got some thrusters in it, or if you need an upgrade to your ship. I think I would like to come back and take these thrusters out. It's also a good loot center because you've got lots of combat steel blocks and armored blocks around here. And to effectively take over the Pelican, what you've got to do is and to take over the Pelican, what you've got to do is dig down here and then shoot this core out. I think it's an admin core, but it's quite damaged, so if you've got enough ammunition, you can do it. I get this guy here. Maybe we've got a little bit of medication. And we'll just get into the ship. And we're a little bit of a sort out. Fridge. In the fridge. We've got Dr. Manders. We've got to keep that on us. I don't... we've got this container controller, so Put some of this stuff in as well. We got, right, what we'll do is we'll just move things around a little bit. Put that there. So we've now got a token and Dr. Mander's report. I think I've got enough time now to go here. And of course, here's the damaged hover bike. Because originally this was very useful to get on and get mobile when you was first starting out on this planet, but of course it's a bit of a moot point now because we spent a lot of time on 4 moons. Right. Sanctuary's very close together. This is one advantage of these starting missions, is that everything is grouped together quite closely. And then Sanctuary is actually a trading station as well. What we'll do is let's come out here because of course I haven't scanned in this area. This is the area that I deliberately avoided scanning when I was exploring the planet. So there's Sanctuary. There's some small wreckage here that we can pick up if we need it, although technically we're a little bit past that now. But there it is. Make sure you have Dr. Mander's special anomalies report with you, although it's got to be in your personal inventory. Obviously he won't speak to you. What you can do if you've got a little SV is you can actually park inside, which cuts down the risk a little bit. Not that you're going to be attacked, but it just makes things a little bit neater. The gun away. The trading opportunities here aren't as good as they should be, but there are a few here. What have you got to be offer? So you've got to see we've got a nice range of stuff here. What I will do is, what I always do is we'll buy the magnesium powder. How much is gold as well? I wouldn't mind that gold. 19,000. We'll buy the gold. Gold is very important, and of course you can come back here and buy some titanium rods, neodymium and stuff like that should you need it. So gold is quite useful with you can do it here. I think we got to talk to Handsome here. What do you want? Speaking to the commander of the station. Hello. Sure, you and the rest of the planet. Who do you think you are wasting time? Dr. Mander sent me. So the doctor has sent you. Wonderful. Then you better contact the committee, announce your arrival with trumpets and fanfares. Do you look like an idiot? Get out of sight. I'm getting a call. Who would that be? Possibly someone nice advice to throw you there. Better answer that call. Seems like you said the truth. My pardon. Things are becoming a bit rough the last few days, and there are a few of us to protect the sanctuary. See the elevator behind me. Go up 1 level, and then there. Hurry up. Carver is waiting for you. Well, Carver's gonna have to wait because I just want to show you. Over here, there's a terminal. If you click on this, what you'll find is we've got the gin store, we've got Explorers Guild, and those tokens for the Talon to restore. This is the way you go. You contact the ambassadors. Welcome aboard, ambassador, and then you can select the ambassador you need to restore your reputation with. I'm gonna quick look at this. See what this guy's got. This guy's a range. Oh, and this is where you can get flamethrower fuel. Some more magnesium powder. I'll just buy that. Always like the. And what we're gonna do is go up 1 floor. Here's Carver. Hello, sir. I hear the doctor was sending you over. May I ask you what reason for him to not being available personally? He wanted me to fetch his equipment. Oh no, not that again. Gosh, I'm not his personal secretary. He can send minions to. I am the commander of this base station, surrounded by them. Forgot about it. Please go back to the elevator and up 1 level. Find his assistant Kessel up there somewhere. He manages the equipment of the doctor. While you are at it, tell him that you should make sure that there's nothing left here. Thanks a lot. So we've got to go back out, and Gonna go up one more level. That guy's managed to get himself. Now, I think Kessel's in here. There he is. Oh, we got cyborgs in here. Dr. Manda has sent me over to bring you some precious presents. So valuable they gave them to a stranger. What are you carrying around that might be the key element to understand what's going on here and there? Before answering my question, I want you to do something. Here's a plan. Head over to the burial chamber and search for technical artifact. Watch out for everything else that might be interesting and bring it here where we can then talk then. So we've now got to go to the burial chamber. And this is the reason why I kept away from them before. You can see the burial chamber's right next door. In fact, it's so close. I think I've got enough time to do the burial. Why is that? What are you shooting at? I've used the ammunition to kill the drone. Certainly gonna take that. As I say, it's worth farming the drones when you get them. Where are we going now? Which burial chamber? It's the opposite direction. Line up here, put the ship in a little bit that far, the thrusters off again. We'll put the we'll just leave the ship on there since the spider's already. Now we've got to dig down here, but first things first, we go round and pick all this lot up. Go here. It's all free crops we can use to make other things. So just pick up everything and walk all the way round as well. So we'll just get here on the corner of the building. Lots and lots of fruit and berries, which we can either make drinks from, or we can just keep them for until such time as we make some of the better quality foods. You could probably pick up enough natural stimulant to last the whole rest of the game, actually, just in this one place. Do a couple of these and the same with the fruit. I mean, we don't really normally use large quantities of it. Right. We obviously chose the one place to park with. Right, we'll shove that in the fridge. That weapon I had there. Got an EM pulse rifle, but we've only got like 5 rounds, I think. Cargo controller. We got 5 rounds for an EM pulse rifle, damage 140. I don't think we're going to need that, to be honest. Just go on to the suit light. For spiders, the shotgun is probably the better of the options. BRN fridge. And again, we're just going to loot as we go. Lovely place down here. Lots and lots of spitters. You can hear them. And there's an entrance just up there. Come here. Got to jump off here. What you want to do is get here and then kind of get round to this corner here. And then what you can do is jump up into here, which gives you a little bit of range on the spiders. Come back to this room. This is the way out. And you can kind of clear these guys up a bit. All the tiny shotguns by far the best way. The only anything that's better is the flamethrower. If you get, the only problem with the flamethrower is that you can go through a lot of ammunition very, very quickly. There's a go up round here. That's the entrance that way. Oh yeah, there it is. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh, hello guys. Hey, you don't want to die. Dead now. And we're just down here. What we got? Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. There's a fairly nice loot box here if you get past the spiders. This is definitely not a mission if you suffer from arachnophobia. I think there's a nice little loot box in here. Paris has got some titanium rods. Reload. More spitters in here. Gotcha. Just keep an eye out for the little ones. So they can be a bit of a pain in the neck. Got it's clear. Can't remember. Oops, we've got a whole load of them here. I thought there was a loot box around here, but obviously not. Sure, there used to be one. But then these are always changing, these POIs, so that's the nature of the beast. Let's get back up here. That's the way out. And what we're going to do now is the main chamber. Just upload the meat in the fridge. There's a room up there, but we'll go down first. That all of them? There's one more still lurking. Okay. The side room, there's one over there. Oh, hello, hello. Ah. Oh, they're all over the place. The little ones are the problem. That's why you need the shotgun to kill the little... Right, we got that door there. We're going to go through and check out. Okay, you've got my favourite thingies. We've got some... that out. This in the container controller. More stuff for the fridge. Where's the artifacts then? There's the artifact. I think we've got to put the artifact on ourselves. There we are. And then that triggers the mission. If you don't put it on yourself, then the mission doesn't do anything. We're under attack. Where are you? Go away. Right, let's just whack some controller. Okay. Right, we got everything here. I've kind of lost a bit track a little bit. We're gonna do that room there. Want to fridge. Right, we're just gonna use one of those. Get my health back up again. Just want to clear this room. Ah, no. Wait, die. Wow, we've run out of shotgun shells. Ah, ha, ha. Okay, we're gonna have to do this the hard way now. Don't think I've got any spare shotgun shells. Have a look in the ammo container. No. Wow. There's a lot. Now, one thing I do want to show you, in fact, well, just check. We use the drone. If you come up here and come up through here, you'll see there's a loot container. Now, the easiest way to get that is to dig down from above, so which is something we'll do later on. There's also, I think it's up here. We need to get a little bit closer. Yeah. I think we've got to get up here. We get here. Oops. Let the jetpack build up. Get close. Reload. You can see there's a loot container there, but to get to it, we've got to kind of try and fly right. Ah! Wait. Get out of the way. Right, we've got some nicer loot here. Some more neodymium flamethrower if we needed it. EVA boost. So we got that here. Back another bandage. Not finished yet. We gotta, next thing we gotta do is get over to here. How much ammunition have I got left? 1100. Any more? There's another one just in there. And we're bridge. this rate, we're going to fill the fridge up as well. A bit of ammunition would be a nice game. Eggs. Hello. Where did you come from? Hey. And what we've got to do is go up here. Whoops. Build back up again. Keep going up here. What we've got to do is go through that notch there. I don't think there's anything else in here. We've actually got stunned. First time someone's actually got a strike on us. Okay, we got a poisonous bite. Obviously, these guys are a little bit more aggressive. I'm sure there used to be one round there, but there's certainly a good one down here. Right, where are you? Oh, we got little ones. There's another one lurking right there. He is. Little tight. He's a little. So. Still one flying around. Got him. And what we got here, we got some pentaxid. Yes, we'll certainly take that. And we've got a pulse laser. Take that out. Put this in the fridge. Baron root. That's going to be very useful. That's going to help us heal up. Plants. That can eat the trumpet greens. I've never found any other use for trumpet greens beyond eating them. And we're just going to. That actually looks like the core. Is that the core? Yeah, that's the core up there. Oh well, never knew that. Completes this here. We've got the artifacts which we need to keep on us for the moment. I'll just put this stuff in the fridge as well. And then what we got to do is the way out. So just come through here. It's a little bit of a rabbit warren, and what we got to do is go through here. Can't remember. Oops. And we need to jump up here. Back to this room. Very something tells me I'm going to need to make a pile of ammunition before we go any further. It's here. Got some D6 plasma, and this is good for some of the higher level medication. Got a cauldron, which is virtually totally impractical. And we're just wait for the. What this does is it brings you back to this room, and we're just going to come back up here. There's obviously a few spiders still hanging around, but to be honest, they're not really worth doing it. Now, just to finish this video off, because I'm aware that I'm going a little bit longer than I should be. What you're looking for, if you look at this last, bit of a mistake there actually. And what you're looking for is get the drill, and you need to start drilling down roughly in this area. And what you'll see is you just expose the container from above like that. And and I'll be and this will really save a lot of time bouncing back to all drill modules for an HV. I want it for an SV, and we'll just snatch that lot, and we're out. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I'm going to do off camera is haul all my good loot back to the CV, and then in the next part we will go and see Kessel, and move on to the next part of the mission. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.